there's a starting point, but it comes usually quite late after I've had 2 or 3 different things which have been interesting me. And I think, in a pretty brazen way, I mean, the way I see it is that I use what I've got and worry about how it fits later, because I like the idea of plays being about more than one thing. I mean, I had to go carefully here, because I could, as it were, make myself seem horribly conceited in a moment, but I'll risk that. What I'm trying to say is that I like a lot of, I see a lot of stuff which I like very much and admire very much. And a lot of it is actually only about one thing or one and a half, and it's absolutely fine. I have a great time. And then I'm trying to do something of my own, and for some reason I distrust myself unless I have a thicker stew, more things to work with. Maybe
Do you discard plays or ideas that you feel are not rich enough for you to explore and play around in?
No, what happens is I drag them all into the same pit, and use everything. I've got nothing I haven't used.
But for instance, like a Syd Barrett thing, when you're conceiving of rock and roll, did that come as an afterthought, or was that fundamental to the initial impulse to write that play?
This is not evasion on my part. I'm desperately trying to remember the answer. I cannot remember how.
Fair enough, yeah.
I would like to go back to. I'm going back to England tonight, and I would really like to arrive in England with a great idea for a play. I have at the moment absolute zilch idea of a play, and when I'm in the situation, I mean, the last time I was in it was before I wrote Rock and Roll. And I think, well, how did I get into the previous one? I rack my brains, because I think maybe if I can remember how I got to write The Invention of Love, I'll work out a way of getting into this next one. I can never remember, but somehow in the end, I start by starting, and it's a very odd thing, because actually you can't start a play without knowing a lot about it. But you don't actually know anything about it until you've started it. So it's like trying to watch the light go out in the fridge. There's no moment which seems absolutely available to you. I think that's how I start, and now is when you start. It's a great relief when there's a moment when you think, oh, I've started. Good.
And you're on your way, yeah.